brother of the guy who owes you money?
You kidding me?
Hold on. Hey, what's up?
I didn't do anything!
You asked for ransom.
You're probably looking at life.
Yeah. Oh.
But what if I were to offer you $2,500 just to kill the kid? Kill him? Are you insane? That's a joke, right?
What if I said you could jump on a bus, catch a ride home? I don't want to cause any problems for my brother.
You gotta do this, man. You don't have a choice.
I'm not going to prison.
Drake, what's going on?
It's a movie that deserves a story afterwards, you know? You have to have like a group discsion after the film.
And like I told you, I thought you were awesome. Your performance was terrific. Do you care what critics say anymore?
Not, you know, I mean, it's like, it's nice to hear that you just kind of brought forth a different perspective, especially in my shoes. You know, the most you can hope for is that people will watch it and they'll gravitate towards a moment where it'll take them away from their perspective, and then they'll invest. And that's the most I could hope for. So if that happens, then perfect.
And an Oscar nod in the acting arena, you would never push away.
Of course not.
You'd welcome that. You have probably what was one of the toughest scenes for me to watch in the film. And I wonder if you could talk about it for a minute. It's the scene up in the mountains. And I wonder if it was harder for you to act that out or harder for you to watch it.
It's harder to watch it. It's definitely harder to watch it. That scene for me, I can think of a scene that's way more challenging than that, and it's the scene probably 5 minutes before that scene where Sean's character, my character, is sitting on the steps kind of like saying, oh, what's gonna happen? Either way, we're screwed. Mm-hmm. When he's kind of convincing me to go up to the mountainside with him. That scene was tougher for me. Mm-hmm. Because that naturally is like, why doesn't he get out? Why doesn't he get out? But the scene on the mountainside, that was a reactionary experience. So I found that easier to sort of, I mean, to literally say that to someone, you know, I could talk about it now and just start to get emotional. I mean, it's way tougher to watch. But I found that with Anton there and me looking at him, and all I could see was my little brother, you know. So it was like, it just came pouring out.
I would never rat you guys out. Yeah, we know that, man.
I cried so hard and I didn't have Kleenex because I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, it's a tough scene to watch.
The tattoos, how many of them were yours and how many of them were fake?
There was only two that were mine.
Okay. So did they rub off easily or did they stay on the whole time?
They came off every other day, so every other day I had to get them redone.
How long did that take?
It was probably about an hour and a half with just the tattoos alone. It was funny as we get done with the hour and a half, and then the makeup artist would look at me like, okay, we can start on your face. Which took another hour and a half. It's a vicious cycle.
So I have to ask you about February 3rd. That's a big day for fans in Cleveland because you're coming to the Q.
I am.
You're going to be performing live.
I am.
The
other side.
The whole other side of it.
Yeah.
I know. So I'm really switching gears. But you've been to Cleveland before.
I have.
And I know you go to so many cities, but can you remember anything about it?
You know, one of the greatest shows I played in Cleveland was at the theater. What's the name of that theater?
It would have been like in the Playhouse Square Theater,
Theater. It was a theater
Palace?
I think it's seated like 6,000 to 8,000. It was more of like
maybe the Palace Theater.
Maybe that was it. But that show was so crazy. I remember I didn't have an opening act for that show, so I brought one of my friends out on stage, and it was somebody, he was a songwriter, and he played 2 songs, or he played a song for everybody, and there was just the coolest crowd. They were just full of like, it was just full of love, and like they really, you know, to never see somebody before, they really accepted him. I mean, he did an amazing performance, but that show was just so, like, I walked out on stage before and I just kind of talked to them and said, I want to bring a friend out and he's gonna sing a song so you guys show him some love, and then that was it. And it just, everything from there was just like one of those shows that was kind of improv.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun. And when I play the Q, it's
big.
It's massive. So, you know, expect that.
Well, I'm gonna be there. I'm working on getting tickets, so I'll see you there. You won't see me.
Perfect. Maybe I will.
Maybe.
You never know.
I'm gonna push my way down to the front.
I have 20/20, so maybe, you never know.
All right. Well, really nice to meet you. And again, you were terrific.
Nice to meet
Great
you. Thank
performance.
you. Yesterday, He offered me $2,500 to kill the kid.
What?
Right. Kill him. Well, first you give me mouth, and now you give me tears? Of course I'm not gonna do it. I told him. I'm just saying, that's how spun he is. I got it under control. I got it under control, all right? Say it. Say you, Frankie, have it under control. Say it.
You, Frankie, have it under control.
Right. Worst comes to worst, put $50 in the kid's pocket and stick him on a bus.
You promise?
I swear.